To the NXT Stand and Deliver review. NXT Stand and Deliver was today on WrestleMania Night 1, and I thought it was pretty good, and I can't wait. And you guys will be getting the WrestleMania 41 Night 1 review tonight as well. But you're getting this first. I thought this PLE was great. Another great NXT PLE in the books. I missed last year's NXT Stand and Deliver, but I'm glad I did not miss this year's Stand and Deliver. But before I get into this video, drop a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because I would really appreciate that. It helps the channel out and grow it even more. So next year we can have better equipment to do this. Anyway, let's get hopping today's video. So the first match of the night was the NXT North American Championship match. And by the way, I'm not myself. But anyway, enough of that. We're in a whole different arena. And we got Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints. And this match was great. Not great, it was good. I really liked this match a lot. This match was pretty good. I missed maybe the first couple of 10 minutes of this match, but I did catch the end of this match, and what I saw from it was great. Obviously, Ricky Saints doing his cool stuff, Ethan Page doing what he can do normally, and I think the finish was great. The spear thing, the Ego's Edge kickouts, and then obviously that the running thing where he just flips them upside down in 1, 2, 3. Still, your NXT North American Champion, Ricky Saints, and I thought it was a pretty decent match. But from the rest, from now on, I've seen the whole matches through. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got from there. Anyway, next match was the NXT Tag Team Championship match, which I thought this match was phenomenal. And I say the greatest NXT Tag Team Championship reign came to an end here, but I thought it was really good and really special. I think they did a phenomenal job. Hank and Tank had the crowd behind them, so did Fraxium. They had the crowd behind them as well. The false finishes were phenomenal as well. All the crazy tag team moves, like when I forget which one. I don't remember. I think it was Tank who ran outside the ring and did a dive from the middle through the middle rope, but Fraxium dodged and he just landed on the table and was just snoring on the table. It was kind of funny, and then Tank had to fight a Fraxium off, but it didn't really work out. And then we obviously got both Frazier and Axiom, both incredible talents, and I honestly was surprised when the false finish, when they did their tag team finisher, and Tank somehow kicked out, and then they did their Phoenix Splash thing, and somehow, in some way, they still, I think it was either Tank, I forget which one of them, kicked out somehow. I don't understand how that was possible. The golden ratios, their finishers, the tag team moves they were doing. And then, of course, they took out Axiom to the outside. And then Hank and Tank hit the finishers on Nathan Frazier to pin him and end the greatest tag team championship reign for NXT of all time, Nathan Frazier and Axiom Fraxium. And we got new tag team champions, and I really do hope that Fraxium gets called up to the main roster after this, because I really think they should, because they have really proved themselves time after time that they are one of the best tag teams to ever do it, and I think they should be rewarded for it. Next up, we got the Women's North American Championship ladder match, and I thought this was better than the inaugural Women's North American Championship ladder match. I feel like that could have gone a little bit longer, but Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, Sol Ruka, and Zarya came out together. That's pretty cool. Izzy Dane with her new Shawn Spears gimmick, her crew came out. I thought really was impressive is when there were the crazy ladder spots. Obviously, I forget. I think it was Zara who had the ladder and was just hitting everybody with the ladder. And Lola Vice took a nasty ladder shot to the face. It looks like it sounded like it actually connected to her face. I'm surprised she wasn't busted open. Maybe she was, but they didn't show it. But that was crazy. Then she basically was out for the rest of the match, and we didn't really see her. Kalani doing her gymnastics background stuff that she normally does in matches. I thought those were always so cool to do. How she did a split from the one ladder to the other ladder. She was it's like kind of hard to do. And it was Izzy Dame kind of showed out too. Obviously, female Brock Lesnar, aka Zarya, did her F5s, spears. Thea Hale, I think had like a little bit about a breakup performance. Did a whole Kimura on the top of the ladder, which ended up not working out for her because Zarya ended up lifting the ladder when Thea Hale was on top of it, and Thea Hale went diving on a swanton bomb, or I think it was a crossbody maybe, on Izzy Dame's people, and she was basically out for the rest of the match. Lola Vice and Zarya were on the ladder after Lola Vice choked out. Um, choked out Zarya, and there was on a ladder that was hanging from the ladder to the ring rope, and 450 splash from Kalani, but Kalani boom bounced off back into the ring, and then that's it. And then Zarya and Soul kind of cleaned out the lock of the ring. They climbed the ladder. They went to go reach it, but they saw each other, and they said, and Zarya was like, I love it. Oh, they were like about to kiss or something, but then Soul Ruku said, boom, and then they started throwing elbows, boom, 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 boom. But then one punch to Zarya knocked Zarya off the ladder. Then the Women's Speed Champion grabbed the North American Women's Championship, took it down, and here's your winner, Sol Ruka, as your new Women's North American Champion. And honestly, I wouldn't hate any of these women actually winning the championship, except maybe Kalani, since she's already held it, and I think we should, instead of going back to back to do like double champions, I feel like we should get more and more new champions before we go to get a second time champion. But I thought this was a great performance by all the women, better than their original ladder match for the Women's North American Championship. And I really really do think that this was a great performance from what's it called, and yeah, it was pretty good. And I think they were doing great, and two-time double champ Sol Ruka won the match. Next up was the Family versus Dark State, and honestly, I don't really know too much about the group. All I saw was that brawl in the NXT, that one episode. If you watch NXT, you will know about that brawl. And I thought this was a pretty solid match. I was expecting from the get-go, though, for a turn to happen. Obviously, Rizzo got involved. I saw Stax and the Don have some trouble when the Stax stole the Don's tag. And that's kind of where the heat, the tension between Don and Stax started. Dark State sent Stax over the barricade, basically into the crowd, basically, and then Don got in and started beating them up, doing Germans, belly-to-belly suplexes all over. Did one from the middle rope if two, and literally just health. But of course, got eventually beaten down like all of them. Though I thought it was kind of interesting seeing Stax try to grab crowbars, and the Don said, no, we're not using crowbars today. No, we're doing this the right way and stuff. And he wanted to do it right, make sure no one, he didn't cheat or anything like that. But at the very end of the match, Tony D was about to get strangled out or choked out by one of the Star State members. I forget what I don't even know what their names are. All I know is the book nerd right by the Don right there. And he was about to hit them. With the crowbar. And then the crowbar almost got hit. And then he hit the what's it called? He almost hit the Don, but he hit the other guy instead. And then he gave the crowbar to the referee, and then Stax ended up turning on the Don by attacking him and leaving him in the ring to have Dark State capitalize him with that powerbomb thing, and 1, 2, 3, the Family lost and Dark State won, and Stax turns on the Family, which I think we all kind of expected, I honestly think, but no indication that he's part of Dark State or anything like that. He just has a problem with the Don's leadership. And he said later in the show that he was going to text Luca Crusifino for updates, and will be on there on next Tuesday. So that will be interesting to see. But yeah, I thought it was a great performance, and yeah, hopefully, I wonder what Tony's reaction is going to be next week, or yeah, next week. Next up, we got the women's no NXT Women's Championship match, and these four women put on a show, doing their stuff. Obviously, the big attraction was Julia and Stephanie going head and head at each other, and I thought they did a phenomenal job as well. They kind of cooked. Not gonna lie to you, they were doing their thing and stuff. Jaya Parker and Jordan Grace did their thing as well. This was kind of a breakup performance for Jada Parker as well, for kind of her first stand deliver too. And yeah, was a little bit surprised with the finish of the match where Stephanie pinned Jaya Parker. That's crazy though that she took the pin instead of anyone after Stephanie retained her championship, which I kind of is expected. Wonder who will though dethrone Stephanie. But I think it was a all solid all around performance for all the one. They did that crazy spot where they were the like the power bomb thing. They all did the splash. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think a pretty good match. And honestly, I kind of forgot because I was eating food, and the food was good. I was not really paying attention, which I wish I was, but I know this match was good. I think all the championship matches were phenomenal. So, yeah. Next up, anyway, congratulations for Stephanie retaining her women's championship. So, yeah. Next up, we got the Trick Williams versus Oba Femi versus Javon Evans for the NXT championship. And I really, really, really did like this match. Not gonna lie, it was a great match. Another triple threat match that Oba did that was phenomenal. I still haven't watched him last year one with Josh Briggs and Dijak. That's because I missed it. But I feel like if I really gotta see this match, I feel like I would like it. But this match was pretty good. Javon doing his flippy stuff where he jumping over the top rope and stuff like that. We saw a new trick here. We saw the crash out trick we've been getting, and he has some new moves like literally jumping, doing some crazy high risking moves, doing his cooking nowadays. Oba always cooking as always. Except Oba doing a little bit more cooking, And there was a lot of false finishes. There was times where when Javon Evans hit his the double springboard cutter, I thought he was gonna win it when he was pinning Oba. He almost pinned Oba a couple times, and I thought he was gonna win right there. I thought it would have been cool to see. Trick Williams did his stuff. Hit a bunch of trick shots. Like there's this one spot where Javon jumped from the top rope or did a springboard, and out of nowhere, Trick Williams hit like a trick shot on Javon mid-air, which I thought was crazy and pretty cool to see from someone like that, Trick Williams and Javon. But all around, I thought it was a pretty solid match. Obviously, they did that where it was Oba doing a powerbomb submission on Trick, and Trick superplexed Javon off of Oba's shoulders, and they did like a boom sting. But obviously, didn't really end well because Trick got thrown out to the outside after getting destroyed with a trick shot, and then Trick getting thrown on Javon by Oba, and then Javon got picked up, slammed by powerbomb by Oba. 1, 2, 3. Oba is still your NXT champion. I really thought this was an all-around performance from all three men, and I think this was a phenomenal triple threat match. Another triple threat match in the books for Oba Femi, and it was a pretty solid match for him. And I think these type of matches for Oba always work in his favor, and he is still champion. So I'm gonna guess he might lose it at Spring Breakin' like Ilya did, because Ilya lost it at Spring Breakin' as well. So yeah, I'm just ready to see what the future holds for Oba, Julia, and all the champions. I can't wait to see what Soul does for Zarya. I think the feud with Soul, I think the Soul and Zarya stuff is gonna end up Zarya turning on Soul, and then they have a big feud for the North American Championship for the women. So I think that's what's gonna happen for them. But that was all I have, guys, today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And you guys are getting the WrestleMania 41 review later today. Anyway, I hope you both for the rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.